And now we want to take you to the big surprise we have here.
This is the most powerful packed room of all of us student council kids dressed up as superheroes.
And we're here at the Chandler Innovation Fair.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the CUSD Podcast. I'm Stephanie Ingersoll, Executive Director of Communications and Marketing for the district.
Yep, and I'm Sam Incravaya. I'm the Communications Media Manager at the District 2. So.
Sam, how are you doing?
Good. So far, so good. How about with you? It's a good day.
I'm good. This is episode
6.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. They are flying by.
Yeah, they
are. You know, very excited about this one. I'm a little nervous. We're in studio with some very special guests. But I'm very, very excited about this episode that our viewers and listeners don't know yet what we got going on.
Yep.
But before we get to it, you have a message for the viewers, right?
Yes, absolutely. So with this podcast, you're able to view all of the episodes on our YouTube channel, and you could also follow us, like and subscribe at Chandler Unified on all the things, all social, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, all the things. So yeah, we're everywhere.
So let's talk about the Student Council Convention. When you were at Basha High School, were you in Stucco?
No, I wasn't. I was actually a yearbook kid, so I was over on the sidelines just taking photos and stuff. So
okay, but you probably
yeah.
went to the Student Council Convention, did you?
No, that actually I don't remember being a thing at all, at least when I was in school.
Okay.
So I was class of 13 for what it's worth. It's not that far ago, but also still a long ways for so much progress to happen. So
definitely not going to say what class I was, but that's okay. So we want to go to a video right now made by Basha High School students of what we call in Chandler Unified the Student Council Convention. This is such a cool event. 1,200 kids were there, and it was all
awesome.
put on by our student councils at all 6 of our high schools. So let's take a listen and a watch.
The Student Council Convention started when we were only 14 elementary schools and 2 junior high schools, and it's grown into going from the Chandler Center of the Arts, which we don't fit anymore, to going into a large gymnasium because we have every single school represented. Like, this is what Chandler Unified School District is all about, right? This is the most powerful packed room of all of us student council kids dressed up as superheroes and actually coming to one place to not only celebrate everything great about student councils and schools and building culture and climate, but the superhero strength of collaboration.
For my student government, it gives them an example and role models so that they can bring in new ideas and better leadership to the junior high level.
Planning this for all of the student councils, it really embraces leadership, and it's a really good way for role models to show and represent how we should all be acting in the district, which is about collaboration, communication, and leadership.
I think it shows them what it's going to be like in high school to be in student council. I think it gives them an example to look up to, and they are very excited for the future moving forward, not just what they're doing at our school in this moment, but what they could be doing for years to come and the impact they can make in the future.
Okay, that video was put together by BBN Network, Basha Bear Network. Shout out to Ms. Galitsky and all the great students that put that together. And now we want to take you to the big surprise we have here. 6 amazing students. Woo! Representing all 6 high schools at Chandler Unified. This is just really cool. We've been talking about having you guys in studio for months now, so it finally is happening. You are here. I'm so very excited. Let's start down there with Perry and have you introduce who you are, what school you go to, and what position you hold in student council.
Okay, hi, I'm Addie Becker. I go to Perry High School, and I'm student body secretary.
Hi, I'm Aisha Mahmood. I'm from Arizona College Prep High School, and I'm student body president.
Hi, I'm Aubrielle Kerr. I'm a junior at Basha High School, and I'm vice president.
Hello, my name is Marissa Haffey. I go to Chandler High School, and I am student body president there.
Hi, I'm Guy Bachor. I'm from Hamilton High School. I'm student body president. Go Huskies.
Hi, I'm Natalie Dumas. I'm from Castile High School, and I'm student body president.
Well, Students, many of you have been at our board meetings and done board presentations to the governing board.
Great job, by the way. Seriously,
Yeah,
watching them. You guys are awesome.
You tell us about things we don't even know that's going on. So I think the first question is, what is it like, and we'll start down with Castile, what is it like to be on student council? Like, if you could sum it up in 3 words, what is it like?
I would say like involved and busy.
Okay, great. Yeah, I can see that.
I would say chaos and perfection.
Good words.
I think there's actually a saying that we have in student council. It's trust the process. I think that really goes.
That's nice.
Okay. Oh, the question was, if you could sum up student leadership or being in Stucco in 2 words, what would they be?
Freaking amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I would say probably family and adaptability.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I would also say family and then hard work.
Okay. Well, some of you at this table have been in it for 8 years. Is that right, Basha? Yep. Okay. But we also have some individuals that started in elementary school, skipped junior high, and then picked up again in high school. Maybe explain to us, we'll start with Chandler High here, why you even got into student council in the first place.
Okay. Well, my teacher at an elementary school was the head of it, and so originally it was just kind of like she wants me to do this, but I think I just found a community that I really loved, and they also just showed my best self.
Well, when I was in elementary school, I didn't really think much of Stucco. I just wanted to get more involved. But then when I came into high school, there was like a really big assembly that we had in front of the whole school, and one of the admin at my school, Mr. Bano, was always talking about if you want to be the guy that's just standing on the sidelines and just seeing everything blow by, or you want to be the person that's in the game and actually watching things happen. So I took initiative from that, and I joined Stucco my sophomore year of high school, and then obviously I've grown to be student body president of the school. So my involvement through high school has it's helped me grow a lot as a person. So leadership is amazing.
Okay, so my mom was actually a teacher at my elementary school, and so once you get to 5th grade, that's when you can try to be in it. And my mom was like, you have to try, like, I feel like you'd belong. So then I did it my 5th and 6th grade year, and then I skipped over middle school. But at Castile, we're actually combined, like our middle school and high school. So my 8th grade English teacher was actually like the high school student council teacher. And then I remember applications came out, and she was like, Natalie, you have to try. And I was like, can you write my recommendation for me? She was like, I'm actually not supposed to, but she was like, I feel like you would really belong. So she actually wrote it for me, and then clearly I've been in it for 4 years.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love it. How about you guys over here?
I joined in elementary school because I really wanted to be involved and make the difference that I felt needed to be made.
How important is it for you guys, Perry and ACP High, for all grade levels to be seen and heard on your campus? Because it's not just about the upperclassmen, is it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like inclusivity is always something that we're talking about in our council, especially just figuring out ways to kind of combine like upperclassmen and underclassmen. And I know there are so many other like clubs on campus that do that. For example, like our Link crew does an amazing job at making sure the freshmen create bonds with like seniors and juniors, and just overall, like that's what kind of creates the school culture, especially since ACP recently has just like begun to become a bigger school, because it used to be so small and compact. And I know one thing that our principal always tells us is like, even though we're growing, I still want to keep the culture that we've kept for the past few years.
And I don't know if you guys know this, Perry, and we're going to get back to you in a quick second, but ACP High, according to the Arizona Department of Education, like the letter grades and everything, is the best high school in all of Arizona. So, whoa, but all of you guys have amazing high schools. I want you guys to know that. But your leadership at ACP High, doing great things over there. So kudos to ACP High and Perry High.
I think freshman and sophomore year are they're the base of your entire high school career. They're kind of the most important, I think. And at least Perry we have the most participation with our freshman and sophomore class, because I think we put in more effort towards them because they've never experienced something like this before.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam, do you want to ask about the convention and what it took to put that on?
That's what I was going to say was I've been to the Stucco conventions before, and they're so exciting, and like there's so much going on, and the energy is just great. Like I don't know how you guys have the energy in the morning. At like what does it start at, like 7:30 or 8 a.m.? Like and sometimes earlier, I'm sure, to get there. So like what is that planning process like for you guys, and how would you describe it?
Well, I would love to take this off because originally it was at Chandler High School. It was actually really boring. We had like speakers and there wasn't much student involvement. And so I remember it was my freshman year, at the end of my freshman year, all the advisors sat down and they said, how can we make this fun? So now it rotates throughout the high schools. And I think it's a really, really big process. But what was the question again?
Oh, just
I,
like what was it like planning?
It's
No,
okay.
it's okay. The lights and everything, and with all of us here, I totally get it.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
just what was it like planning an event like this that included all of the schools in the district and being energetic for this kind of thing? So.
Okay, but I think what really like takes is my little sister's in student council, and she was just so excited. And so I think just talking about the little kids and like that is what really drives this whole thing, is the kids in elementary schools.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I think this is what I go by. Not a lot of sleep and a lot of caffeine is mainly what pushes me. But apart from that, obviously, is just actually willing to do, like, if you see people change. Like I've seen kids that were in middle school and joined Stucco in high school because they were at CUSD convention, and they ended up being inspired by the rotations and by the leaders that were there to join. So just seeing people that actually want to change makes you want to participate, makes you want to lead these events and do really well.
Yeah.
I also think it's really cool because like I feel like us as presidents, we get closer during this. Like we have to go to meetings before and like figure out all the small details before we can tell our whole council. Lizzie, the Basha president, she's not here today, but she had to make our whole script for us, and then she was like had to make a few revisions, and we all like are just super thankful to be able to work with like such other hardworking people.
Mm-hmm. So how many meetings are there of you guys, whether it's virtual or in person, leading up to this event?
Probably like 4, but there's a lot of like individual school stuff before we can even like put it all together with just like the 6 of our schools.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you guys are also part of the superintendent's advisory boards as well, when you do see the other presidents, and then it's kind of exciting when you're able to interact with each other in that way. So
yeah.
I would definitely say, again, like piggybacking off of what Dumas said, but like just getting to know like the other student body presidents more has been so fun. I remember like even just for ACP was in charge of the bonding stations and the spirit activities, and for the most part it was me and my vice president working on those packets, but then actually like getting to talk about it with them and getting to kind of like work through like how are we going to get these kids involved, how are we going to make sure that they're having fun, and just kind of also understanding that like I'm not the only one like working this hard, and like seeing other leaders work just as hard as me like makes me so much more motivated.
Oh, so well said.
And I actually have a question for the juniors too. So then what is it like being part of Stucco? What kind of inspires you when you see, seniors going through their senior year in Stucco? It's such a big moment, right? So what inspires you to do well in Stucco as a junior, and what do you take away from that experience?
I think junior year, at least at Perry, the juniors plan prom. So I think junior year in Stucco, it's just such a big year and it's so overwhelming. So we look forward to senior year to be more laid back, to enjoy one last year with the people like we've called our family for however long. Yeah.
I kind of agree with what Perry said. Like, you work a lot harder in your junior year and like expect the layback during senior year. But most of it is, so what she said, how her juniors plan our prom, we use our juniors and our seniors because like it's their last prom and we want to make it good for them. But it's also the juniors' first prom, and so is it for everyone else most of the time. So I think that most of it is just preparing forward, and that's what I'm working on right now. Is I'm just working on getting it all lined up, making sure everyone else can transfer to the farther years better. And we usually do like a senior banquet at the end of the year that the juniors plan for the seniors, just a long farewell and thanking them for all they've done.
Oh, that's fun. That actually brings up another question if you wanted.
Go for
I was wondering, what's your favorite event that you've put on together as a school with Stucco? So. Oh, you had an answer right away, Marissa? Because I saw from the corner of my eye, like,
Well, I think I have two. I think the less formal one is when all the presidents first meet. I remember talking with all the other Chandler High presidents beforehand, and they'd always talk about like all the other presidents. They actually did a little photo shoot, and I was really, really excited to meet them. And at first I was kind of nervous, but I actually really loved when I first met all of them. I feel like we have a really good bond, and it's just like it's a friendship like no other because we're all from such different areas around the city, and it's such different perspectives. I think it's really cute. But I think convention was our favorite. We all got to hang out together at the end, and I think the relief of it being over and like knowing that like all the kids were having fun now, it was really, really, really rewarding.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I do have two events as well. One of them it wasn't just USD, but it was ASU State Convention for the councils who were there. It's student councils all over Arizona. Only 12 kids from each council get to go, and I did see most of student body presidents there. Basha was not there, but most of the student body presidents were there. And I did have a lot of fun. It's crazy seeing how like vibrant people can be. Like even these are like the best of the best. Like where student council is the best, but these are people who like really go above and beyond even within their council. And then the second event is we actually did something with Chandler. It was the whole Make-A-Wish fundraising week. Basically at least for Hamilton, every day our council would be split up into hallways, and we would go around and asking for cash donations, or we also had a QR code for credit card donations. And with Chandler, overall, we raised $11,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which was honestly really rewarding, and we got to present the check during halftime for the Battle of Arizona Avenue game. And they all cheered for Mars, and they didn't cheer for me at all.
The Battle of Arizona comes deep, runs deep,
and Hamilton did win that game, so not in the playoffs, but they did win that game, man.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, one of my favorite events that Castile does is it's called our Clash Wars. So basically, it's where like each grade competes against each other, and we just like play a bunch of games. But I think a really cool spin on it is for I think it's been the last 2 years, we've done Senior Clash Wars, where it's like all 6 of the schools get invited and we all go to one school. Castile's hosting it again this year. So basically, hopefully everyone can come. It hasn't happened yet, but so all 6 of our schools are going to compete and play games, and I think it's going to be really fun, and hopefully everyone can come.
I think we've seen Superintendent Narducci attend it a few times. I don't know if there was any sort of pie to the face or anything like that, but I know that there have been
always involved.
He's always involved.
He's
always
everywhere.
involved. What about you guys over here and your events that you've planned? What has been your favorite?
Yeah, so I think most of the school would say our homecoming, but on the student government end, I would say our holiday happiness, where we organize families and kids and make sure that they all have gifts under their tree for the holidays.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so much hours of work, extra time, donations, wrapping, paper cuts, tape everywhere. It all all the hard work is so worth it in the end to hear about how many people we impacted.
That's so great.
I would probably have to say our homecoming carnival, just because I have been able to grow so much through Stucco for it, but I think it's also one of my favorites because it's a community event. We have all of our clubs invited to come and fundraise and play games. We have inflatables, we have food trucks, and it's overall just an amazing event to watch everyone be super excited for, especially since it started in my freshman year, and I've just been able to watch it grow into something so much bigger. And hearing people say oh, I'm so excited to go to the carnival this year, I'm so excited that you're excited.
Oh, good.
I love that. I love that so much.
My favorite event is something called Smiles. It's where we put on Christmas for about 20 students from 3 different elementary schools. We get specific gifts that they want. We have Santa come to our school and deliver all of them. We kind of give them their ideal Christmas day with snow and bounce houses and hot cocoa.
Yeah. Well, our lovely producer over there is telling us that our time has come to a close with our amazing students. You are making a tremendous difference in our schools, in our classrooms, on our campuses. And we are in our jobs because of you guys.
And we're lucky to witness it too.
Yeah,
so.
And so keep doing what you're doing. You're making a humongous difference, and this has been by far one of the best moments in school public relations for me. So thank you very, very much for being here. And with that, we'll say goodbye to our amazing students, but I don't want them to leave.
I know, right? Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Oh my gosh, so that was so exciting to be able to talk to all of the Stucco kids. I feel so energetic now just after talking with them.
Energetic, but a little exhausted too. Like, shout out to our teachers, our schools, our administrators, everyone, because they are working with kids every day, like 8 hours a day. So
yeah,
that was exciting, but definitely I wish I had even half of the energy that these kids had.
Same. We need 2 coffees before we get to that point.
Absolutely. So what do we got coming up on the bulletin board?
Yeah, so then I feel like I'm always the break person, but spring break.
Yes.
Spring break we have coming up from March 9th through the 23rd, but students will be coming back into class on March 24th.
Yep. And that's a benefit. I think you can't reiterate it enough. We have 2 weeks off at fall, 2 weeks off at winter, 2 weeks off at spring, shorter summer, but that is what is called the modified year-round calendar for those who might not know. And then we have some championships.
Yeah, and so then with the championships, we have our winter sports. Some of them are currently going through quarterfinals and rounds at the moment. But with boys and girls soccer, boys and girls basketball, and wrestling, we anticipate seeing those soon in March. So that'll be exciting to see. Good luck to all the teams.
And then we do a huge track meet. It's the elementary school track meet where runners from all elementary schools come together. Is this where we see the mascots too?
Yes, there's a mascot run that everybody loves. Yes.
I love that. I love that. And then we got some news about our speller.
Yeah, ACP Middle School speller. So through after going through regionals, they came in second place, which is awesome. And so that means that she'll be moving on to the state championships for the spelling bee. So that's so exciting. Good luck to her.
Very, very cool. And we have a read to the Final Four. This is a cool thing that happens across, I believe it's Arizona, if not just in Maricopa County, but I think it's Arizona. They log their reading hours, and it's like March Madness. You have the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final Four to the championship when it comes to reading. And what schools do we have?
Yeah, we have Auxerre and CTA Freedom and Fry, which is exciting because, you know, CTA Freedom, they actually were able to go to the Final Four. Was it already in 2023 that we went to that together? Holy cow, time flies. But so that would be a return for them, but then we have newcomers with Auxerre and Fry. So yeah, good luck to all the schools here at CUSD.
And keep reading, kids. No matter if you're in the read to the Final Four or not, read, read, read. And then we also have some breaking news that it sounds like all 6 of our schools that had A-plus Schools of Excellent visits by AEF have been awarded the A-plus School of Excellence.
That's so cool.
Very, very, very cool. Shout out to those schools and those students and those communities who do so much to make our schools a success.
And sounds like an exciting amount of work for us too, because then we also get the joy of being able to cover all of them too.
Absolutely.
All the different ceremonies.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it.
And on top of that, we have state assessments coming up. That's in April, but it's never too early to start preparing. And now we will want to transition to our look back, where we just kind of reflect on things that have happened across the district. Night of recognition. This is really exciting. 160 staff members, volunteers, and students recognized for going. They are the heart and soul of CUSD. They live up to our core values and our mission and vision. And it was really cool to see.
Yeah, and there were so many great moments too. I feel bad. I think that our friends that brought Angus with them. I think they were very popular.
Sanborn.
Yeah, thank you, Sanborn. But especially like to all of our volunteers and staff members and students. Thanks for all you do. It's always a great night being able to see that and put it together. So.
And we had the sports signing, our big athletic signing day.
Yeah, there were about 80 student athletes across CUSD with all 6 of our high schools that signed to play at the next level in college. So congratulations to all the students there.
And this is kind of a cool little tidbit. We have close to, I know at least more than 1,000 kids that open enroll at our schools in some senses because of the athletics opportunities.
Yeah.
Athletics in CUSD, we can't say it enough, truly, truly second to
none.
Mm-hmm. And we have the Innovation Fair. What's going on there?
Yeah, with the Innovation Fair. So then at 10 a.m. In downtown Chandler, there's going to be an annual event that we host with the City of Chandler as well as other partners in the community. So it's a very exciting event. It's a lot of STEM activities that families can enjoy together, and all CUSD schools will be there to some capacity. If they're going to be hosting booths or little hands-on activities, it's always an exciting event to see all of our schools there in one place. So.
And that's your little teaser to stick around on this podcast, because you're going to be seeing and hearing some sights and sounds from that coming up. And then Knox Gifted Academy, their celebration of science, engineering, I want to say math and arts STEM, but it's science and engineering night.
Right. And then even on that topic with the STEM theme, we also have our 3rd annual VEX Robotics Invitational as well. So a lot of our elementary schools are participating with the robotics teams. Should be a really fun time to see that as well.
And robotics, whether it's a club or even an elective at the high school level, that is offered in CUSD. Not every school district has robotics, but you can get that in Chandler Unified for sure. All right, let's take a look at the sights and sounds from the Innovation Fair.
Hi, I'm Shannon Prince, and I'm a science academic coach for the IRC, and we're here at the Chandler Innovation Fair. This is our big culminating event in the district to celebrate all things STEAM. So this event is held in cooperation with the City of Chandler, and we have over 150 booths. The booths are represented from companies on Chandler, from nonprofits, from all of our Chandler Unified schools, all over. And we're here to have interactive science activities for all ages.
It's been a really good day. My school is here. They have their own booth down over there, and we are showcasing our robotics and our bridge building. And I've also been exploring around, looking at other schools. I've seen balloon cars, aerodynamics, making your own flashlight. It's really fun.
So why is today so important? This is our students' chance to showcase all of the hard work they've been doing this year in their classrooms. They've been working on projects, they've been working on fine arts productions.
The Arizona Database and Arizona Memory Project. We also have this book, I Never Saw Another Butterfly, and that's where a lot of our images and poems come from. Those are 3 of our best primary sources.
And today is their chance to come out, showcase it, perform, and talk to the public about all the awesome things they know about STEM.
So we're at Chandler Innovation Fair right now, and me and my club, we're called Astralis, and we're at Hamilton High School. We are running our very own science booth here, and our main goal is to just do some science and research outreach for the kids that are here today. Our science booth specifically aims to teach about electricity and DNA today.
We also have in the library, the upper floor, an award ceremony going on. And this award ceremony is for all the students who participated in our HISEF Science Fair and our Innovation Science Fair. So this is what's really amazing. It's one place where all different kinds of disciplines come together and get to showcase what they have, in addition to all of the community and business groups that are here as well supporting our students.
What a cool podcast this was. Probably one of my favorite. They've all been wonderful, but the students really remind me personally why we do what we do. Oh man,
that's how
awesome.
I feel too. Any chance that we get to talk to anybody from our schools, that's just our why and why we do these things. So I think this is my favorite episode too so far.
And that is such a great segue into what we always say at the end of every podcast.
Yep. So where opportunity meets excellence.
And where every story matters. See you next time.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. We drop episodes at the end of every month, so be sure to like and subscribe. For the latest news, follow us at Chandler Unified on Facebook, Instagram, and X. See you next time.